Hope everyone's having a good morning or day, evening, wherever you're at. Let's see who's all in here. Let me get to my chat. Oh, on my StreamYards chat, it actually shows up that I can see that y'all are members. It didn't show that yesterday. I mean, it showed it on the regular, like on the YouTube chat, but not on the StreamYards chat. Okay. Lisa, Remy, Crystal were in here earlier. Lisa, Southern Mom, Tina, Tremaine, good morning. Cheryl, good morning. See what Tremaine says. Good morning, 411. Good morning, CC. Good morning, Remy. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Southern Mom. Good morning, Tina. And good morning, beautiful Lisa, Tremaine says. Oh, how have you been, Will? I've been missing you in the chat. I was thinking to myself, where is Will? Debbie, Jean, good morning, ladies. How's everyone doing this morning? My lighter wouldn't strike. Okay, let me get back on my chat here. So we got a lot to talk about this morning. There's a lot going on in the true crime section. We got some missing children from Virginia, from Roanoke County. They are considered endangered. I couldn't believe my phone didn't even get the Amber Alert. Hey, Pamela, good morning. Thank you for that article you was telling me about. Had a lots and lots of good information, but I fell asleep reading it. I've got to go back and read it again and take notes. I need to read it several times. Elisa, good morning. How are you? Let me get this article pulled up about these children because I didn't take any notes. Of course, I read it. So we can get all the details about them. Now, in this article, it did not tell the relationship to the kids that this man and woman have to the kids, It said Virginia State Police issued an Amber Alert for 3 children who are believed to be in extreme danger. According to authorities, Cameron Allison, age 6, Emma Allison, age 6, Colin Allison, 21 months, disappeared from Roanoke on Tuesday afternoon. They were last seen on 5153 North Lakes Drive. Virginia State Police reports that the children are likely with John Varian Allison and Ruby Marie Allison. So I'm assuming that they are the parents. The pair could be traveling in an either maroon 1999 Chevrolet Suburban SUV with Virginia license plate number VVU 3796 or a maroon 2006 Cadillac with Virginia license plate number VMV 8238. So Cameron is a white male who stands 4 feet tall and weighs between 50 and 60 pounds. He has light brown hair and brown eyes. Emma is a white female who stands 4 feet tall and weighs between 50 and 60 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. Colin is a white male who stands 2 feet tall and weighs around 30 pounds. He has blonde hair and brown eyes. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Roanoke County Police Department at 540-777-8798 or 540-777-8799. You can also contact the Virginia State Police at 1-800-822-4453. I just like to give out those numbers when, we're reading these cases because you never know. Someone may need that number. They may spot them. Now, I'm just going to speculate a little bit. It didn't say the relationship, but the dad has the same last name as the children. It seems like maybe this is the parents. Maybe they lost custody of the kids and maybe had a visit with the kids and didn't bring them back. That's just speculation. Parental kidnapping. Yeah, the queen say, hey, good morning, girl. Is Cement Shoes in here? Oh, we've been missing you. Where the hell have you been? I sent you an email. Check your email. Well, I hope you're okay. I hope your lady is okay, and your dad, all your family. Well, I know your dad, sick. Yeah, the queen say it seems like, they've lost custody and it seems like they've kidnapped the kids from ever who has custody of them, wherever they're staying at. Cute kids. Very cute. It just seems like there's a lot more kids cases in the news lately to me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. A lot more child abuse cases. Here's something crazy I came across this morning. 3 newborns abandoned at 3 different times at the same apartment complex, and they're all related. They're siblings. Not half siblings, full-blooded siblings. DNA testing confirmed. This has happened in Florida. It's a crazy situation. It says 3 newborns, each abandoned at the same apartment complex during 3 different times, are apparently siblings who shared the same mother and father. Florida officials said. NBC News reports that each incident happened at the Willow Key apartment complex in Orlando. One baby was left in 2006, followed by another in 2017, and another in 2019. Orlando police requested $2,500 from the city council to perform DNA tests on the babies after determining the similarities in each incident were overwhelming. We can confirm that all 3 infants in this case are siblings, but can't comment any further at this time to protect the integrity of this ongoing investigation, Orlando police said in a statement on Tuesday. Orlando Police Detective Gina Lurker said the notes left at the scene appeared to be from a woman who said she feared the father of the children. A note discovered at the scene explained the baby was left at the location because the mother was in fear of the child's father, Lurker said. Police are hoping to identify the mother and possibly get her to safety. At this point, it's unclear whether the parents will face charges. It's tricky. It varies on a case-by-case basis, a spokesperson for Orlando Police said. It says check back for updates on this. Definitely, I've got it wrote down, so I'm going to be checking for updates on it often. Follow it. It's easy for us to say, why didn't she just leave him instead of abandoning her babies like that? When you are in an abusive relationship and you're being severely physically and mentally abused, it does something to your brain. I know from experience. Thank God when I was married to my first husband, I didn't have any kids at the time. Thank God I never did get pregnant by him. These situations are really hard. It seems like she felt like she just cannot leave this guy, and she wanted to get her babies away from him. But gosh, you can't do that. You can't just like abandon them on the sidewalk and stuff. Thank God they were found and, you know, are okay. I hope and pray they've got good homes now. I don't know if the babies can be adopted. Can they be adopted until the case is closed? You know, until like they find out who, I don't know. I was going to say until they find out who the biological parents are. Let me look at the chat because I'm just rambling. But she didn't kill her baby. She left the baby, though she abandoned them. She didn't kill. I know. And she left a note. Christy, hey, good morning. Glad to see you here. Jane says, what the heck? No one has noticed the same pregnant lady? Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. I was thinking maybe this lady hid her pregnancies from everyone. I thought I just heard someone say something outside my house. It's weird. Okay. Maybe I'm just hearing stuff. Maybe the TV. Well, the police want to find this woman and help her. If she's in this bad of an abusive relationship, they want to help her. I think it does show something about her that she wanted to get the babies away from him. However, you can't abandon a baby like that on the sidewalk at an apartment complex. You know. But we don't know what was going on. It must have been really bad. She must be terrified. But, you know, she could also be lying. The note could be, you know, could not be real. Hold on just a minute, guys. Let me see what's going on here. I hear my dogs thumping around a second. Let me get back to my StreamYards. Okay. Okay. I don't know what it was. One of the dogs must have knocked something. Let me just look at the chat. Pamela says, she should have taken the baby to any hospital or police department, walked away. I agree, Will. Then Pamela says, I agree, but sometimes women can't get away from their abusive partner even long enough to go to the 7-Eleven. That is so true, Pamela. It's so true. I was in an abusive marriage. He was crazy, y'all. He would make me do things with him when I didn't want to and all kinds of stuff. Held a gun to me one time. Accused me of cheating on him constantly, and I never, left the house hardly. Crazy. Yeah, she could be lying. It could be an excuse to abandon the babies, but 3 babies she abandoned. I believe there is some kind of abuse going on. Could be wrong. Okay, let me get back to my... Oh, yeah. Do y'all know that teacher, Mary Kay? I can never pronounce her name right. Latorno or something like that. Anyways, she ended up going to jail over her student she was sleeping with, got pregnant by, I think she went to jail over it twice. They ended up getting married, but stayed together for years. Divorced. Now she's on a dating site. And she's looking for someone her age. Thank God. I thought that was sick, the way she done that young boy. That woman's sick. That's the first true crime book I ever read was about her. Go find y'all something else. I came across another crazy story this morning where some teenagers, let me get it pulled up before I start telling you about it and screen share. What these teens done, I mean, they should have known better. So these teenagers pushed a 74-pound log at a photographer that was taking senior pictures. It rolled over her and it killed her. Let me find the article so I can get it explained right. I get all tongue-tied trying to explain stuff if I'm not looking at it. So the teens push a 74-pound log at a photographer. She is a mom of 4, killing her instantly. And the judge has denied a motion to suppress the police interview with the kids. It says, after a month of consideration, an Ohio judge decided to allow information obtained during a police interview with a murder suspect to be allowed in court. Victoria Schaefer, 44, was taking senior photographs for a group of students near the Old Man's Cave section of Hocking Hills State Park on Labor Day 2019 when the 6-foot log hit her. Investigators indicated early on they did not believe the incident was a natural occurrence, saying they had seen evidence of someone at the top of the cliff. This is crazy. The Hocking County Prosecutor's Office said in a statement that investigators also received a tip on October 8th that one of the boys sent text messages to a classmate stating he did something serious at the park with another juvenile. The Hocking County coroner added that the suspects pushed the log from a hill, knowing that it would cause panic or other harm. 2 teenage boys, in a combined effort, knowingly and willingly, with the intent to cause panic or other harm, moved a 6-foot, 70-pound log 44 feet to the edge of a 75-foot cliff to push it off as a projectile, Hocking County Coroner David Cummin told the Logan Daily News. The teens are identified as Jaden Churchhouse, I believe that's how you say it, Churchhouse, and Jordan Buckley. They're both 16 years old, and they allegedly confessed to police that they pushed the log off the cliff. It says court documents indicate they denied the charges at their arraignment, though. They were arrested and charged as adults with murder, reckless homicide, involuntary manslaughter, and they both have pleaded not guilty. Last month, Buckley's lawyer, Bob Toy, argued since investigators didn't inform Buckley that he was a suspect when they interviewed him, the teen's statements at the time should be suppressed. According to court documents, authorities removed Buckley from class at Logan High School on October 10th, 2019, and interviewed him after his stepfather gave permission. 2 hours later, Buckley described the incident, including his involvement and that of others. Prosecutors said before the interview began, Buckley was given a copy of his Miranda rights, which he waived. Buckley was never handcuffed, and he was offered water during the interview, court documents state. They got the court documents here too. But I'm not going to read all those. I cannot believe that they pushed that log off the cliff on purpose. They had to have known that would kill her. 16 years old, we know better when I was that age to do something like that. You know, they knew what would happen. Someone could get hurt. Let me get back to the chat. Hey, Lisa. Mel, it's good to see you. She was taking a break from YouTube. I sent her a message this morning. I said, "You've had a long enough break." I was missing you in the chat. Karen, top of the morning to you, she says, meow meow. I like it when people say that. Lisa, I read about this. It's crazy. I know. Remember those? Well, there's been a couple different teams that have dropped big rocks off of, on people's cars. They'll be up on an overpass and they'll drop a rock off. They did, there were some teens that did that and it hit a car. And it was a man and woman in the car and it killed his wife instantly. Came through the window. That was all over the news. I don't know whatever happened with that case. Crazy, crazy times. Let's see what else is going on. I always try to look for the crazy corona virus-related crimes. I didn't see any this morning. I did see something sick about this man right here raping an 8-month-old baby. Now, you tell me how in the world someone could do something that sick. That son of a bitch needs to be took out and hung. He needs an old-fashioned hanging for doing that baby that way. It gets me riled up. They say violence is not the answer. What are you supposed to do with people like this right here? This piece of shit. There's no rehabilitation for sex predators, for sickos. It is in them. They cannot control it. There's no rehabilitation. That is something I will argue with anybody over. There's not. He's from Ohio. He was arrested Sunday for allegedly sexually assaulting an 8-month-old infant, Zachariah Wicker, age 21. It said he was arrested the same day they executed a search warrant at a residence in York Township. The warrant was reportedly part of an ongoing investigation into child abuse and child pornography. Authorities haven't disclosed the relationship between Wicker and the infant victim. It is unclear what led to the initial investigation. That crap's hard for me to read. That is freaking sick. Sick son of a bitch. He was charged on Monday with statutory rape, remains jailed on a $1 million bond. Wait, statutory rape? Is that a separate charge from raping the baby? Has to be. This is the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force assisted Morgan County Police in their investigation. It's sick. Here's another sicko that used Facebook to try to kidnap a boy at gunpoint. And he's a convicted sex offender. A convicted sex offender that should not be on the streets because you cannot rehabilitate them. This is proven. This one right here, they've already been in trouble for it. And he tries to do it again. A level 3 sex offender. Okay, guys, is a level 3 sex offender, does that mean it's bad? Because I'm not familiar with the sex offender levels. See, Mitchie's, I vote we bring burning at the stake back. Yeah, these son of a bitches need to be took out and just put out of their misery. Just keep committing sex crimes and they just keep getting out of jail. If they keep them in jail, this shit would never happen. They couldn't commit another sex crime. Okay. It is, Jane. That's why I'm thinking that's a different charge than raping the baby. Statutory rape is like, I think, let's say like a boy's 19 and has sex with a girl at 16 and she consents to it, but she's still underage. I think that's statutory rape. I think level 3 is the lowest, like 3rd-degree murder. Thank you, Jean. Excuse me. Okay, level 3 sex offender in Massachusetts was recently arrested for kidnapping at least one boy he met online. I gotta take a drink of coffee. Coffee went down the wrong way. Charlize Horton, 42, friended one of the victims on Facebook. The victim claimed Horton repeatedly messaged him and demanded he remove certain people from his page for unknown reasons. When the victim ignored Horton allegedly told the victim he knew where he lived and would send someone to hurt him. Police said that out of fear, the victim met Horton at a building in Roxbury. When Horton brandished a gun and ordered the victim to access his Facebook account, the victim claimed Horton took his phone and messaged his friends and family. Horton reportedly fled as a police car drove by. Authorities haven't disclosed if there was any type of previous acquaintance between Horton and the victim. What a freaking nut. No one ever meet someone that's threatening you on social media. This is really weird. I wonder just exactly what kind of relationship they had going on. Sounds like they knew each other. An investigation into the April 14th incident resulted in police locating 2 other boys who recounted similar encounters with Horton. Boston police said in a statement the victims claimed a man held them at gunpoint during separate incidents, which occurred on January 2nd, 2020 and October 28, 2019. I'm wondering if well, of course he's using Facebook, it says so, but he must be befriending them on Facebook, developing some kind of relationship, and then going psycho. The Boston Herald reported that Horton was convicted of luring a 12-year-old boy to his car and taking him to a deserted parking lot. He then sexually assaulted the boy while holding a screwdriver to his neck. And he's a low-level sex offender, level 3? And he done this to a 12-year-old boy? He should be higher up there. He should still be in jail. Oh, gosh. I get so aggravated with this crap. Bye, Chrissy. Have a good day. Yeah, send me an email. I checked to see if you had emailed and you hadn't. Crystal, it should be mandatory they have surgery before they leave jail. Yeah, I mean, this right here is proven facts that they're going to get out and sexually assault someone else. It's sick. I still can't get over that man raping an 8-month-old baby. That's disgusting. So disgusting. This right here is pretty sick and pretty scary. Looks like he's on something to me. Let me get out of this. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah, I saw where a 5-year-old boy was shot in the head. They really don't know what happened at this point, according to this article. It's a developing story. Happened in Texas. 5-year-old boy found dead with a gunshot wound to the head. Police responded to a residence in Killeen on Tuesday and found the boy unresponsive. First responders attempted to revive the victim, but he was pronounced dead just after noon. And it goes on to say the victim's not being identified and no one has been charged yet. Probably Pamela. I always warn Timothy about that. You know, I always say to him, what if some stranger online's like, oh, meet me after school and I'll give you a video game or some V-Bucks or, you know, buy you a video set like a Nintendo Switch or something. He's like, I wouldn't fall for it. But I make him aware, that people will try to do that. And it's not only little girls that get abducted and bad things done to them. People do it to little boys too. It's like a pervert we just got through talking about. He had sexually assaulted, what did it say? 10-year-old little boy, 12-year-old little boy. Let me look at the chat. I hear my rooster out there going crazy, y'all. Mud crabs, Mel Mel. Are you eating crabs? I got hermit crabs. Lisa, sick piece of shit. Yeah. I feel bad for anyone that's sexually abused, kids. I mean, it's just awful. Little girls, but little boys. I don't know. I just feel kind of worse for them for some reason. When a man rapes a little boy, I mean, all kids, of course. But people don't think about little boys being, a lot being molested and raped. They always think little girls, but little boys get it too. RN Student Forensics. Good morning, CC. Hey, cool name. My niece is a RN. Yeah, she finally graduated nursing school and got her first job at the hospital. I'm very proud of her. And she also does fosters dogs till they find homes. Fosters cats too. And she's got her own dogs. Just got engaged. I'm very proud of her. She worked and put her own self through school and stuff. It's Mindy, LOL. Hey, Mindy. I'll remember that now. Well, I'll try to. Sometimes I make little notes. My memory's bad. It's beginning to worry me. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, when I get older, am I going to have Alzheimer's? Dementia? Because I can't remember nothing. Well, and nobody wants to come out and say it, but a lot of times when young boys are molested, they turn out to be gay when they're older and they don't know why. And a lot of them grow up conflicted. Well, Joe Exotic, he said that he was molested, raped as a child, and we know that he is gay polygamist. I freaked out when I seen his wedding with his pink shirts and his two husbands. Oh, Leave It to Beaver. She got up her first true crime video on her channel. Y'all go check it out. She's comparing Megan Boswell to Casey Anthony. She done a good job comparing too. But she's got this cute little thing in her video that says Bieber's thoughts. Bieber's thoughts. It's cute. She gives her thoughts about, the cases. It was really good. Yeah. I enjoyed it. Yeah. What, Mel Mel? She says, cool story. She didn't know you changed your name. Who? Oh, you're talking to Ari and Mindy. Any word on Madam Megan? Megan's little ass Boswell is still sitting in jail where she needs to be. The coronavirus has got the investigation kind of at a standstill. They're trying to do as much as they can from home, but it's hard to interview people. Hey, they could stay 6 feet apart and interview them. Interview them over Skype, Zoom. Maybe they have, I don't know, but it's just a suggestion for them. So much time went by before police even knew that Evelyn was gone. I'm not sure how much evidence that they do have. One thing's a fact, Evelyn's dead, and she was stuffed in her grandfather's shed. Megan Boswell was responsible for her care. She did a poor job at it. Poor little Evelyn. She didn't even have a chance with them people. She really didn't. That family is freaking nuts. Chaotic. Your Megan growed up, with Angela Boswell. We all know how she is. Hell, her ass is still in jail too, as I know of. Is Lisa leaving? Have a good day, Lisa. Message me. Here, Angela's dad bonded her out of jail, defending her, when he gave it like an interview to the Bristol Herald Courier and stuff. And then she turns around and breaks into his house, seen on surveillance, taking his TVs, taking guns. This pieces of crap. I bet he wishes he had never bonded her out. Crime Talk did a snipper. Let me highlight it. And he was saying there's no excuse for the investigation to be slow right now, even with the virus. And I agree with him. Yeah. And y'all, you got to remember, Sullivan County is a small place. It's a hell of a lot bigger than where I'm from. So for me, that's it's a bigger place, but it's really small. These cops, they have never had nothing like that happen down there to where it's all over the freaking news worldwide. Everybody in the nation knows it. People all over the world know it. They're giving press conferences. They've never had to handle a big situation like this as I know of. So that's, worries me a little bit. But they do have the TBI helping them. Oh, I've not seen Dr. Todd Grande's video on Carol yet. I love Dr. Grande. He does good video. I don't watch every video he does, but when, sometimes I do when he's talking about true crime cases and stuff. I really, really like him. He seems like a nice, down-to-earth person. Crystal, remember, Carol's no pussycat when it comes to the sack, being in the sack. She's a tigress. Yeah, I got to thinking after we talked about that article yesterday, and her ex come out and said that Carol liked to do it in the hot tub and he got his money's worth of it. And I was like, yeah, I knew she was a freak. I totally forgot about her having her husband, on a chain and leash, leading him around, those pictures of that and stuff. She's a freak. She's a total freak. It all makes sense now. He tells a lot of stuff not on film. Oh, really? Just like with the Jamie Kloss case, but I think Sheriff Fitzgerald did a great job. Yeah. A while back, I forgot about Jamie Kloss's case, but a while back I said, when Evelyn was missing, I said, I can't think of any cases where the kids has went missing recently, where it's been a stranger abduction. But that did happen in the Jamie Closs case. I forgot about it when I said that day. Oh, thank you, Will. Thank you, Mel, for always sharing my links and stuff. I appreciate that. Thank you, all the members that's joined. I appreciate it. I'm going to do a shout out video. It's going to be a cool one because I'm going to do it with my goat. Man, I can't believe I got like a channel membership and stuff now. I can remember just starting out on YouTube, having just a couple people in my chat, which it don't matter how many people's in the chat, but I only had like 5 people in there and I couldn't keep up with the chat, y'all. I'll never forget it. So weird, small town, not used to all the attention. Yeah. It's like when we had the Mary Pease, her name's Mary Pease, case go on here. I've been trying, I mentioned it to Will before. He should do a video on Mary Pease. She had 2 or 3 different trials. It's all over the news here, but she allegedly shot her husband in self-defense. She claimed that he shot her in the stomach. Yeah, one of my landlords was actually on the jury for her first trial. Crap, I was at the courthouse when her second verdict came in. I was paying, county taxes so I could get my county sticker. And the verdict came in, you could hear her scream. Yeah. She's out now, though. She's out of prison now. She went to law school after she got out. I don't really know. That investigation was just a crap show, and I'm going to tell you why. The detective, and there's a documentary here on YouTube about it, but the detective, David Mullins, he was shady as hell. He's dead now. But he actually covered up a murder for his brother, and it come out after these guys was dead. But my hubby, Mark's aunt, she's married to his dad's brother. Her first husband was shot and left for dead here. And they didn't know who done it for years, but they solved the case just a few years ago. I need to interview Aunt Rose about that. I just hate bringing it up to her, but she's been on WJHL News before. But to come to find it out, Detective David Mullins covered up for his brother murdering that guy. I can't think of his name. Yeah. But anyways, after he was murdered, a few years after he was murdered, Rose ended up marrying Mark's uncle. But I believe he's David Mullins set Mary Pease up. Let me find y'all a link for it. Now, this is very close to me. It's not in the same town. I don't even know if it's in the same county. It almost should be. It's very close. Y'all can watch this documentary and tell me what y'all think about it. Right here's the American Justice one. Well, let me find it. Maybe I shouldn't put American Justice at the end of it because it's just wanting to pull up a playlist. I think I've shared this video before. Now I can't find it. I see a short one. The first time I saw it on TV, like I couldn't believe it because they showed our courthouse and stuff here. Oh, RN Student Forensics, thank you for all you do. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's highlight it and put it up. Okay, so someone's done a video on it, so I'm just going to share that video with y'all. I don't do videos on stuff that's so close to me and stuff. because this is about police corruption and everything. And Mark didn't think it would be a good idea to stir up anything around here, you know. Oh, or Anthony, you're so sweet. Mandy, I'm just going to call you Mandy since that's your name. Like, I can't hardly call Andrew Cement Shoes. I just can't do it. He's, you know, he came into my chat as Andrew, and he's always going to be known as. In the case we read yesterday about the drunk woman and the guy that fell off the roof is very close to me. Also, not same town, but I grew up not far from there. Crazy. Oh, really, Cheryl? Yeah, I remember that. They must have been, you know, leaving a party, acting a fool, and she slowed down at that stop sign, and that guy must have climbed on top of the damn truck through the sunroof or something. I don't know, but she left him there. Can you see the? Oh, you're talking to Will. Oh, okay. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get off here. Maybe get some stuff done around here. Maybe fix the hubs some breakfast. He's not feeling well, so he needs his pudding patted, as I like to say. What's not my channel? The link I got in the description. Oh, the link I just shared, that is to Mary Pease. Y'all got me all confused now. Well, I still got a few minutes. I could sit and chat just a little bit. Till about 11:30, I guess. Leave it to Beaver. Oh my God, somebody really just told me Casey Anthony was innocent. It was proven in a court of law. Well, that must be facts. I don't know what damn planet they're on. But yeah, she was proven innocent, but she's guilty. Check that. Okay. When it says, when I click on it, it says join this channel, Coffee with CC. It goes to the right thing for me. I keep catching the NCC. Sorry, girl. Well, I'm going to sit here and chat just a minute. What do y'all want to chat about? I got a few minutes. I usually try to stay on an hour. I'm just mad at the jury. I really think that because they couldn't establish an exact cause of death for Kaylee, that had a lot to do with it. Plus, I guess that Jose Baez must have had a slick tongue. The only trial that I have watched completely, every part of it, was Denise Williams' trial for murdering her husband, Mike. And I didn't watch it as it was happening. I went back and watched it. That is a very interesting case, the murder of Mike Williams. His wife and his best friend had him murdered. His wife got his best friend to murder him. Then they hooked up. Nobody could find Mike. He just disappeared. Nobody could find him. They thought he fell off his boat, drowned. Alligators ate him. His mom did not give up hope. She had little rallies and put up pictures. Of course, Denise didn't want anything to do with it. Mike's mom knew Denise and Brian did something. Because not long after Mike disappeared, Denise and Brian got together, Brian Winchester. They got married. They stayed married for about 18 years. Then they split up. He held her at gunpoint, got arrested, and he spilled the beans on what they did all those years ago. He made a plea deal. He was not prosecuted for Mike's murder, but he did get a bunch of time for holding her at gunpoint. I think he got about 20 years. Tried it 4 times. Last time it sent me to membership page. First 3 times it sent me to a channel that wasn't CC's Odyssey. That is weird. Someone else go down in the description and click on it. When I go click on it, it brings right up my membership. Let me go back and do it again. Yeah. Coffee with CC. Join this channel. I know it's the right link because I went through my monetization thing, went to my membership. It shows everybody that's a member, and it says copy the link to the membership, and I did. YouTube is weird. The Saturday morning I did that live stream. It didn't upload. It didn't show me in my creator studio that it was uploaded until Saturday night. Usually when I get done with my live streams, they're uploaded within a few minutes, sometimes a few seconds. Link is fine on Android. iPhones don't work with join button. Probably iPad. Okay. So Morgan said that the join links don't work with Apple products. Yesterday it sent me to Southern Mom. I did it a few times before I got it. Well, Lisa the other day, she's like, I don't see the join button. And I'm like, I sent her a screenshot and she sent me one. Just went to my main channel. Mine under Coffee with CC says join written in blue. But on her phone, it didn't show that. But I don't know what kind of phone she's got. It's really weird. YouTube is, very glitchy. Like Angry Grandma, they uploaded a video one day and it took like till the next day. They said they's uploading it and it took for the next day for it to show up. It took that long to upload and process. It's working now, Cece. Okay, well. I see you got a live stream scheduled with Miss Murder Australia Saturday night. I'll be there to watch that. I like her. Hi, Tina. Bye, Mindy. Have a good day, honey. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, guys. I heard the coronavirus is going to be worse flu season. Our next flu season is going to be bad. We had the flu and coronavirus. What's going to happen? Can people catch the coronavirus and flu at the same time? It's going to kill people. It's already killing people. We know that. But I'm just saying it's going to be even more deadly. That was scary. I was watching that on HLN this morning. And they had a doctor on there talking. And he's like, yeah, it's going to get worse flu season. Oh, no, I forgot. I forgot to post the link for that documentary, didn't I? No, I posted it above. Let me do it again. This is someone else's videos, but let me see if I can find the American Justice one. I couldn't find it a few minutes ago. Let me type in American Justice first, then Mary Pease. Mary Pease's husband was originally, Leave It to Beaver, from Sullivan County, Kingsport. Usually it shows right up when you punch it in. Unless someone removed that documentary. Let me just put Mary Pease documentary. Oh, right here. I got it, girl. I got it. Okay. So this link, hey Blue West. So this link is going to be for the Mary Peace documentary that happened right here in my neck of the woods. I don't know what to think, you know. I think she was telling the truth, to be honest. Like I said, David Mullins, the detective, he covered up a murder for his brother. You can find all the information about that too. That is facts. They solved the murder after David and his brother had already passed away. Solved the cold case. Hope you're doing good, Blue West. They said they were worried about this COVID-19 getting worse in the winter. Yeah, can you imagine getting coronavirus and the flu at the same time? I'm sure that can happen. And they said it's getting ready to hit the rural areas. And it's going to be devastating, they said. We've already had like 8 cases here. I'm going to look real quick and see how many cases we got now. That was the other day when I looked. It's been several days. Let me type in my town. Okay, so the COVID. We've had 300 deaths in Virginia. The other day it pulled right up how many we had here. Now it's not wanting to show me. Maybe I gotta go to the Virginia.gov homepage. It's supposed to hit in Kentucky and rural areas bad too, I heard. Which is scary because I'm right next door to Kentucky and Tennessee. Okay. Number of people tested in Virginia, 58,354. Total cases, 9,630. Total hospitalizations, 1,581. Total deaths, 324. Okay, the light blue area, we've had 1 to 19 deaths. It's nothing compared to what other people's had. Someone told me that there are houses with their bodies in them from people going home, having the coronavirus, isolating themselves. So imagine all the people that had the virus and had no family. I know. Oh my gosh. And think about all the people that are, hoarders. Do y'all watch that show, Hoarders? There's a lot of young people and elderly people that are really bad hoarders. So a lot of them are sickly anyways. Hey, Shine On, it's good to see you. How have you been? Hey, they got a commercial on TV that says, I have sound. There's a commercial on TV that says, if you suspect you have the coronavirus, don't go to the hospital. It says call them. They don't want you to show up at the hospital. I mean, I understand, they don't want people at the hospital because it's spreading, but what are people supposed to do? They're just dying at their homes. I've been praying about this. I really have. I've been praying for the world. It's scary. I was scared to death when Will was sick with the coronavirus. I was like, oh my God, he smokes. I really was scared something was going to happen to you, Will. And it was saying that to freak people out or freak you out. But I really was. I worry like that. I've grown quite attached to you, quite fond of you, Will. I consider you a good friend. I'll always be loyal to you. I love that life hoarder. I hoard books. It's getting bad. Oh gosh, Mark is a hoarder too. Gosh, he used to be real bad for it. Going out and buying antiques, little knick-knack, whatnot antiques, and it's some cool stuff. Some cool stuff. But he got carried away there. Yeah, but he's got hoarding tendencies. I always tell him, I was like, you must be related to my Granny B. Like, he saves like the weirdest stuff. He wants to save all those shopping bags. Hey, I'll save some shopping bags, plastic bags, like using my bathroom trash or whatever. But I'm not just gonna keep saving. I'll save them and send them to the recycle center. I do recycle. My county, we had 20 cases, 19 recovered. Oh my goodness. My hubby freaking hoards bicycles, boats, and cars. I'd love to have a bicycle, but Carol freaking Baskin ruined me. Hey, y'all, look. I want y'all to go to Carol Baskin's channel. Don't say nothing mean or anything like that. Her last video is boring. She's just boring the way she talks. She has no passion. When she talks about those cats, she has no passion. Anyways, she's got this big flower headband on. And she looks stoned to me. It's freaking hilarious. I mean, the damn headband, flowers headband is bigger than her damn head. Grateful when I think we have 12 deaths in my county. Oh, gosh. I have a guy friend that hoards books, Cheryl says. Well, let me see. What do I hoard? Animals, I guess. I'm an animal hoarder. Did you see the United States is suing China? No, I didn't, Vicky. Tina, I live in Maine. My county has the third highest positive test. It's scary. I'd love to come to Maine, by the way. Leave it to Beaver. I meant motorcycle. Oh, your hubby hoards motorcycles? My hubby likes to ride motorcycles too. They'd probably get along good. Well, guys, I hear the Royal Highness in there starting to whine, the Beagle, Skylar. So I'm going to hop off here and I'm going to go scramble up some eggs and see what the gang's doing in there. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for chatting. Be safe, be kind, and peace. And y'all check out Leave It to Beaver's new video. She uploaded her first true crime video. I'll remind y'all again. And Will is doing a live stream with Miss Murder Australia Saturday night. And Sunday, I'm doing a live stream with Rich Prater, the second part of the Darlie Routier case. But anyways, I love y'all. Bye, Tremaine, Vicky, Leave It to Beaver, Will, everybody, Jean. Love y'all. Peace. Join Discord if you want to chat.